Did you really think you could just walk off with that? Foremost among them is the Ashtar. They're quick, strong, clever, and damn good hunters. I really hope so. Well, that's how it should work. But now we've got people that don't belong here at all. Frank Mr. Big Shot Langston, and we can maybe see a Hassanov return back to the Corps. That's what I get for trying to be nice, eh? I'm trying to be reasonable here, but she stabbed me in the back. Well, not literally, but I swore to keep her banned for life. Maybe we don't have a problem here after all. This is nothing we can't handle. I'm sure everything will turn out just fine. What day is it? Oh, shoot! I forgot. Let me be the first to congratulate you both. But on Aquila City and the rest of the collective, you make your own destiny. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, the Corps is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. No, that's not any more true than it was a minute ago. Ah, hell. Pardon the language. I knew it was a long shot. I'm sure you'll come to the right decision. Take care. You're a settler. You were right. It's what sets us apart from the UC. You know what? That does make sense. Aquila's every bit as dangerous as it is beautiful. There are creatures out there that pose a mortal danger to anyone caught out in the open. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no need for that. We're just talking, right? Is that worth restricting your basic freedoms, though? I've got my orders, but maybe we can work something out. A genuine pleasure talking to you. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. I hope there's a way to work this out. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the Corps and Midtown. Well, you risked your neck, and I couldn't let you go away empty-handed. I have complete confidence in the Marshal. I'm not trying to be a hard-ass. I just can't go any lower. Aaron, what do you think you're doing? She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. You might be right. You should be proud to be born in the Freestar Collective. Are we done? There's an old wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. Put that back! But they didn't fare well living in full gravity after a couple of generations in zero-G. Lots of health issues. You're standing on one of the oldest inhabited planets in the settled systems. History runs deep here. Well, from me. Unlike the UC, we don't tax our people to death. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. If you pay her bounty, then I can't legally keep Milena out of Aquila. The Freestar Rangers are headquartered in the upper floors. They've got the best view of the city. She's a menace. She punched me in the face. Can you imagine? You are a blessing. Long as you stay on the right side of it, you've got nothing to worry about. Help! Murder! I'll get my lawyer on this. Frank Langston's in for a rude surprise. I understand you wanted a moment here, Sam? As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack, full of himself and just awful. I'm still willing to talk. I'll talk with Amira. Our family could afford a bit more. Yes, indeed, this place has a proud and noble history. Why, for some of us, it's practically hallowed ground. Ah. You seem to be getting mad awful quick. The city's budget is very tight, so it falls to the community to look after its own. That's all just talk. Doesn't change anything. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. The late Mr. Wilson spoke highly of your skills. It's why I offered this to you. If she named any heir, we could get the estate back where it belongs. See things made right. No need to be that way. I'm just doing my job. The last Hassanov was Sahar. Sad tale there. Maybe we can work something out. Midtown's where most of the business and trading gets done. It's not as old as the Corps, because it was built later as the city grew. Like I said, be careful. I'd rather you forget the whole Hassanov business rather than getting hurt. Just look at yourself and what you've accomplished. I hope you understand we will no longer be doing that. Good day. Well, if you say so. I just think it's a bad idea. If you pay her bounty, legally I can't stop you. I don't suppose you're interested in a job. I need a drink. I wish my granddad was still with us. What happened to the Hassanovs never sat right with him. As the name might suggest, Wallside's the district that runs along the inside of the Great Wall that surrounds the city. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. I like to think that means they're always keeping an eye on the rest of us. Do me a favor and just drop it, okay? Have a wonderful visit. If they have living heirs, well, it's more than I could have hoped for. Welcome, everyone. Nice words, but they don't change anything. The finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here. Milena Axelrod? I wished I'd never heard that name again. Ah, it's the hero of the day! Help! Someone's being attacked! As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I'm honored to be here. A co-commitment ceremony? It's a big deal around here. Nobody wants that. Pickpocket! Stop! The Hassanovs were one of the early families that took to making a living in space. Very industrious. Mainly miners. The hitching post ain't been open long, but most folks seem to like it. If you're looking for a quick drink before moving on, give it a try. As mayor of the city, I have a seat on the council. Back in the day, I used to work for Mr. Coe, Jacob. A formidable man. That's very touching. Excuse me. There may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory, but I do beg your indulgence for just a moment longer. No, he won't. But this ain't Neon. We've got real laws here in Aquila City. I mean, the core is history itself. Cads like him don't belong here. What? Don't tell me you've been sold on the United Colonies propaganda. You think that's going to work on me? Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, couples like yourselves, full of love and affection and eager to share a life together. Sorry, I've got orders, you know. Why don't you just hold on for 1 second? I'll take that, thank you. I have to say, I sleep a little easier knowing the Marshal and his Rangers are up there protecting the Freestar Collective. I don't expect an outsider to understand how Aquila City has been run for generations. Please, stay calm and let our security forces do their work. What? No, that's not true. Hello there. So good to see you. Ah, that'd be Solomon Coe, who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago. I haven't agreed to anything yet, but eventually it wound up on the open market, so slick neon corporate shills could grace our community. Yeah, I hope so. Someone do something! You, my friend, appear to be a deep thinker. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hassanovs. You really think I care? I don't see how. You know how it is. I'm the one you've got to deal with, like it or not. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the core, well, that'll be a bonus. And those that were healthy kept leaving Aquila. The call of the stars. I was right to talk to you about this. What do you think you're doing? Hey, I'm just trying to be careful here. Be careful. And look out for yourself. Too bad. Yeah, keep talking. It's good to see some real joy in the Coe estate. What are you doing? Yeah, I remember now. And hence, well, I need help. But legally, if you pay off a bounty, I can't stop her from coming back. But we'll be watching her. I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean to cause any problems. Nice weather we're having, huh? I'd like to keep this civil. It's mostly farmers and other labourers that live down there. They ain't got quite as much space, but it's cheaper, so it all works out. I'm not looking for trouble here. Deadly as sin. My granddad warned her over and over it wasn't safe. Let me think back. There was a Blake. Might be we can track him or any surviving kin down. You think I'm a pushover? For the 1000th time, you can call me Elias. Nice words, but they don't change anything. I really doubt it. Why would you want to let her back here? I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that, but that's why I like to meet each and every person who comes here, to make sure they know what a special place our city is. A credit for your thoughts. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. I hear you. Over there you live under the boot. No way. It's my arse if something goes wrong here. You have the city's thanks. Truly. You know what? You're wasting my time. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. I really hope so. A lot of folks thought the same. Like I said, lots of options. You've got a few choices there. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. The Freestar Collective isn't like List. It sets you up and leaves you to dry. You know our family's been doing well. We can afford to help more. I just hope you don't regret it. I did, last time I trusted her. Look, I'd like to help you, but you don't scare me. The way I see it, you need what I'm offering more than I need what you're paying. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I don't think so. You're starting to make a lot of sense. But I do remember getting sucker punched. What happened to the estate? Well, you'd have to be a lawyer to make heads or tails of it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Look, I'd like to help, but you really are new around here, aren't you? No, it's not that simple. I don't scare that easy. I really hope so. Sahar left no heirs, no instructions. So everything the Hassanovs owned was in limbo. You really believe that? That's a shame. Given your background, we have been giving you some preferential treatment. You got it! That's wonderful! But Blake Aldwell, you've made the right decision. Next time, I hope we can talk of happier things. I'm the one asking the questions here. Oh my God! You're more than welcome. Hey! Give that back! Of course. I think you may be right. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're not wrong there, are you? And with the election. Yes. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what the cargo was. It was years ago. I just wish others learned from the fine example you're setting. Someone help me! No, I don't. Eventually, a string of just terrible luck left only lonely old Sahar Hassanov. Poor lady. You know what? You might be... Wait, no, what am I saying? Hey, give that back! I don't see how. Stop trying to confuse me. I'm just doing my job, you know? I'm sure you're on the up and up. I doubt more talk is going to change my mind. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking before. Listen, I feel for the Jansons. If it was just the fisticuffs, I could look the other way. Take it easy. Maybe we can work things out. That's what I'm hoping. I feel like the ghosts of the Hassanovs are finally at rest. By the power vested in me from the Articles of Confederation, I officially, and quite happily, declare you life mates. I mean, she ran cargo for me for years. I even considered her a friend. I'm not trying to make your life difficult, you know. Ahem. Sam, have you prepared any vows? Oh yeah, everyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, they settled planetside in the earliest days of Aquila City. They helped good old Solomon Co. a time or two. Hey, that isn't yours! I can't believe I'm letting her back here. But tell her the bounty's cleared. You've more than earned this. You've done the city a great service. You've got real courage. Sure you're not descended from Solomon Co.? I'm starting to think you're right. Don't I know it? If Mr. Wilson is to be believed, you're Solomon Co. reincarnate. Ah, you must be referring to the Rock. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much, but we caught her smuggling red-handed. She's been blacklisted for good reason. Don't get bent out of shape. Thank you. That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. And let me tell you, it was no small hardship to make that dream a reality. But it's been a problem since the Hassanov family ran out of heirs. You're wasting my time. Aggie's is a bit of an acquired taste, you might say. Folks who prefer a venue that's a little more rough and tumble tend to feel at home there. Help! I'm being attacked! Maybe we can still work something out. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. You'd go that far for her? Fine. She can come back. If you run into any problems in my town, you come tell me. Actually, tell the Rangers. The cantina in the Rock is famed throughout the settled systems for serving the best brew that credits can buy. Aquila City truly is the jewel of the Freestar Collective. Don't try that again. Don't turn away from your home, from your roots. Good man. Pretty sure that's all just talk. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. You may think so, but I don't. Who did you say you were again? I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I'd tell you more, but you might not sleep so good. Thankfully, the wall keeps them out. I'm sure things will turn out just fine. Well, I promise I won't take up too much of your time. It's home to the largest and oldest cantina in town. That's also where the Council of Governors holds its occasional strategy meetings. I can see that. Yes, I hear you. Is everything prepared for the VIPs coming in? Well, it's a blessing. I thought for sure Sahar Hassanov would have left a will. Or something. What? Oh, that's terrible. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I hope Akila is treating you nicely. I'll be the judge of that. All right. I'm willing to hear you out. I'm still listening. Yes, actually, it's coming to me. This isn't getting us anywhere. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. I think... No, stop it. You're trying to confuse me. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanov Manor, and he's the worst. Simply the worst. But... well, if you've got a change of heart, then so be it. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Well done. Well done indeed. Maybe so. Old Sahar was so sad near the end. But her lawyer would have surely made her draft a will. Best guns in the galaxy, right here. That's mine. Give it back. There's got to be a way to get that cad Langston out of the Corps. Looks like you're missing some credits there. You get all the money, and I'll... get her off the blacklist. Don't know what you're talking about. One of my favorite duties as mayor is to preside over joyous occasions like this. Jacob, it's a special day. This always happens. And thanks to you, there's a chance it'll stay that way. I can see that. Hold on. You're trying to confuse me, aren't you? Sorry, but I can't. We're independent-minded people that look out for each other and our society. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. They helped make the Freestar Collective. This really is against my better judgment. But fine. She can come back. You might be right. Don't mistake being reasonable for being a pushover. I really doubt it.